Hello, welcome to another video of Spanish the Natural Way with your teacher, Pedro C. Maria. Let's continue with a series of verbal tenses equivalences. And in this video, we're going to talk about perfect tenses as well as the subjunctive. Muy bien. Primero vamos a hablar del pretérito perfecto compuesto. That's the name in Spanish. In English, that would be present perfect. And we use it to describe actions or to express situations that started at some point in the past, yesterday, 2 months ago, 25 years ago, doesn't matter. And that action, the result of that action, is still connected with the present, to the present, or still happening, and will continue. It will expose, it's a beautiful tense. It's one of my favorites because in one tense, if you use it correctly, you can express past, present, and sometimes future. That's the only tense that with only one sentence you can express all of that. Ya he comido. In English, I have already eaten. Already, ya. He is have, and the past participle eaten, comido. In Spanish, the past participles are formed with the ending ado, ido. So, trabajar, trabajado, comer, comido, vivir, vivido. The verb is haber. The first verb, haber, in Spanish. But as I told you, you have different ways to see this lesson. From the point of view of grammar or only from the point of view of what you want to say and how you would say it in Spanish. If you want to say I have already eaten in Spanish, ya he comido. She has already eaten, ya ha comido. We have already eaten, ya hemos comido. So in Spanish, we need to conjugate the first verb, which is haber. And the second one is going to be the same. The biggest difference is interesting because it depends on what country is being used. For example, Peru, Chile, they might use it, and also Spain. They might use it to refer to a recent past. He acabado de llegar del trabajo. I have just arrived from work. But in other countries in the Caribbean, we use it only in the sense of I have been doing something and it's still connected with the present, but it's not a recent past. We use in that case the simple past. Acabo de llegar del trabajo. I just arrived from work, and we don't use the perfect tense. We also have the past perfect. Remember that I told you that the present perfect expresses an event that started at some point in the past. The past perfect is an action that happened before another action in the past. Cuando llegué, ya habían comido. When I arrived, they had already eaten. So that situation in the past is when I arrived. And the one that happened before, previously, they had already eaten. In English is beautiful. I love the English part of this one because it's only one conjugation for the main verb, had, had. But in Spanish, you know that we have more than that. So we have yo había, tú habías, él, ella, usted había, nosotros habíamos, and ustedes, ellos, ellas habían. We have more conjugations. And the second part is going to be the same thing, the past participle as well as in the previous. So if you want to say something like, when I arrived, they had already eaten, you know how to say it in Spanish. You need that habían plus ado, ido verb, past participle. And as an example, you can change these verbs and use it in a different situation. When it started to rain, we had already finished our work. We had already finished the game. When it started, you see, a verb in the past. Cuando dejó de llover, cuando terminó de llover, ya habíamos, we had already, ya habíamos terminado, finished the game. Ya habíamos terminado el juego. Cuando dejó de llover, ya habíamos terminado el juego. Is that part of learning a new language that we don't really enjoy, that is sometimes studying? If you don't have the chance to be exposed to other native speakers and to have these new words, flying around you, the only way that I see for it to happen is grabbing a book, grabbing your cell phone and seeing new verbs. Now we have this future perfect and present subjunctive. Let's keep that future perfect, which is not really popular. I want you to come to my house. I want you to come to my house. How would you say that in Spanish? Yo quiero que tú vengas a mi casa. The second conjugation is present subjunctive. You don't need the reason why if you don't want it. You don't need to understand why you need subjunctive here. But you can only accept that you need or you have to use subjunctive here. That's one point of view. And if you take that option, you only need to memorize subjunctive conjugations. 5 verbs to begin. Quiero que vengas a mi casa. I want you to come to my house. I want you to wash my car. Quiero que laves mi carro. Imperfect subjunctive. I wish I was rich. Hypothetical, wishes, requests, doubts, assumptions. I wish I was rich. Ojalá yo fuera rico. I wish she was more gentle. Ojalá ella fuera más amable. And this one is interesting. I hope you have eaten. I hope. Because I hope is not talking about a real event. It's talking about your expectations about something. In Spanish, we need to use perfect subjunctive instead of pretérito perfecto. Espero que hayas comido. Why? Because I'm hoping that you have done it, but I don't know if you have done it. So, espero que hayas comido will be the translation for I hope you have eaten. Only because of I hope. If we drop that part, that will be has comido. ¿Qué has comido? What have you eaten? ¿Qué has comido? It's different. And to finish this one, the pluperfect subjunctive. I wish, a desire, a hypothetical situation. I wish you had come. Ojalá hubieras venido. If you had called, I would have waited for you. Si me hubieras llamado, te habría esperado. I would have done the same in your position, the same action. Yo hubiera hecho lo mismo en tu situación. So we have here popular sentences in Spanish. And where do they come from? From your native language, English. If you have any questions, I will be really happy to answer to all of them. If I can handle it, of course. Otherwise, I will have to study more. Please leave your comments and don't forget to look in the information, the link to the article on my blog. Okay, see you in another video next time. Thank you for watching me. Bye.